Urban Therapy with Sun752, and this your daily go-getterism number 839 for January 19th, 2017. I want to give a big, giant, happy birthday shout out to my baby girl, the love of my life, my one and only biological, Ayana McIntyre. Happy birthday, baby. You know what I mean? 11 years old today. My life has never been the same since you came into it. And I feel truly blessed and extremely appreciative that you're here. All right. All right, y'all. So this evening, we're talking about a rat in his liquor. A rat in his liquor. That's an old term, and that means that, you know, if you ask a rat in his liquor a question, a rat in his liquor will tell you anything. He'll give you any answer because he's drunk. No, that's what they mean by a rat in his liquor. It means that when a person is drinking, they'll tell you anything that they want to know. But, I mean, they'll tell you anything that you want to know. But here's the thing. A person doesn't have to be drinking. A person can just be in their feelings. You know how some people, they get in conversation, and as the conversation goes on, they really get into it. And they start feeling that adrenaline, and you know, they get so deep into it, they start to embellish, and they start to make promises, and, you know, because they feel like they the man or the woman or whatever. And so they just start talking shit, basically. And it's hard to trust these people because, like I said, when a rat is in his or her liquor, they'll tell you anything. They'll say anything that you want to hear. So sometimes they'll say things to make you feel good about them, and sometimes they'll say things in order to get whatever they need to get from you. And I will give the rat in his liquor this. They tell you things to make you feel good or feel confident about them more than anything else. It's not always, or I would say more often than not, it's not used for their own personal gain. That's not normally what the name of the game is. They do it sometimes, but when you talk about a rat in his liquor, they're normally talking about trying to gain confidence from you, trying to ensure that you feel good about them, trying to elevate their level of status in your eyes, trying to make themselves look good to you. You know, they pump faking the funk. They want to be something that they really are not. You know, and it can get bad because the real problem with a rat in his liquor is that he's a rat in his liquor around other people as well. So as they're making you feel good about them, they're also making other people feel good about them as well. So they may be talking to your enemy. So it's really hard to trust a rat when he's in his liquor because you don't know where his loyalties lie. You don't know where his dedication is. You don't know if he's 100%. You don't know what's going through his mind because he's not keeping it 100. He's lost in the moment. He's all up in it. So a rat in his liquor will promise you that, all right, the next day or the next week or whenever y'all supposed to have some type of appointment, that they're going to be there and they're going to represent and they're going to be ready and they're going to be, you know, prepared, and this thing is going to be a great event coming up, or a circumstance, or whatever the case may be. But a rat is in his liquor, so, you know, after he's finished talking to you, after that euphoria of y'all meeting wears off, it's all forgotten. It's about nothing. So you'll wind up having to chase behind them and remind them and reschedule and all kinds of stuff because they're not in their liquor anymore. So you catch a rat in his liquor, you got to get whatever you want to get from him right then and there. Because the next day, they ain't nowhere to be found. Because they ain't in their liquor no more. They ain't sobered up. They done thought about what they said, thought about what they did. Or maybe have not thought about what they said or did or whatever, but they put it out of their mind. And you're left holding the bag. A rat in his liquor, when they are speaking to your enemies, they're making their enemies feel good about them as well. They're gaining confidence from your enemies. So his loyalties are all over the place. Like, you can't really define where his loyalties might be because he doesn't really have any. He or she really doesn't have any loyalties. Whoever they're speaking to, while they're in their liquor, that's who they're loyal to. So after all of that's said and done, then it's like, whatever. It's like it never even happened. It's like nothing. And it's crazy. It's not a good look. You can get yourself in a lot of trouble dealing and messing around behind somebody who's a rat in his liquor. His or her liquor. So, the best thing to do when you're dealing with a rat in his or her liquor is to recognize who and what they are from the beginning and make sure that you're out of harm's way when it comes to them. Now, recognizing them may take some experience on your behalf. But one thing that you can't do, you can't assume that once you identify rats when they're in their liquor, don't think that you're going to be able to manage that. Because they have emotions that they can't manage, and you be a fool trying to manage those emotions that they don't have control of themselves. So get off your high horse and just make sure that you protect yourself at all times and deal with people who are 100% or at least in the 80th percentile. I mean, Matt, make sure you pass the test. A rat in his liquor ain't 100%. They ain't 75%. You're probably going to get either a low D or a straight F. But that's how it goes. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, a rat in his liquor is not somebody that you can trust. They're not somebody you can depend on. They're not somebody that you can count on. They're not somebody that you can look forward to building really building a really good foundation with, because they just don't have it in them to do that. That's not what they're here for. They're just here to party. They're here to have fun. Here to impress for the time being. Because the rat in his liquor believes that you're in your liquor too, and you're not. But he or she is. In the same way that they're saying all that good shit to you, they're saying that good shit to your enemies or whatever, and it can drive a bigger rift than you would originally bargained for. You don't want that. You don't need that. The Daily Go Get 'Em show is every single day, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in numbers 319-527-6199. You can listen online, blogtalkradio.com/Sun752. Peace.